Just a moment.
You come and hold me and get some books from there. From the other side. Let us wait and we set up very well. Just a minute so that you can be able to see the blackboard very well. Get for me like 4 books, any.
Can you read on the blackboard very well?
Yes, teacher.
Good.
So far we've got 46 here.
Okay. I was looking at your books and I saw the following, that you people had covered quite a lot about nouns. I was looking at nouns.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. And I wouldn't like to go back to nouns. Am I steady now?
Teacher, you have been steady.
I mean, are you steady? Steady. Somebody said I was not steady.
You're now steady.
I am now. Yes, we were setting out our machines very well. Now it's okay, I think. Okay. I was saying you studied quite a lot about nouns. And now my work today is to look at types of verbs. I don't know whether you did it. Did you look at verbs? It would be better if you answered the questions. Somebody says, West, do we hand in our? Another one says, to everyone, yes. Can we now go back to class? Stop writing. We are going back to class and we see what we want to do. I said we are looking at verbs and we are looking at types of verbs. Let's look at these types of verbs. But before we look at types of verbs, I would like to know, what is a verb? What is a verb? Yes, please, Alia, what's a verb?
A verb is a word that shows action.
A verb is a word that
Shows action.
that shows action. Thank you very much. Can I have another one also, Gloria?
A verb is a word that expresses an action.
That expresses an action. The last one. The last one is who? Melissa?
A verb is a word used to describe an action.
Describe an action. Okay. Now, when you were in primary 1, I believe, I don't know whether primary 1 or primary 2, whatsoever call it, they used to tell you to do something. And somebody would say, you jump. And then you say, I am jumping. Isn't it so?
Yes.
And another one would say, you dance. I am dancing. Then the other one would say, you clap. I am clapping. Were you expressing an action or doing something else? What were you doing exactly?
I think we were expressing the action.
Expressing, I'm not very comfortable with the word expressing.
Okay, showing the action or doing the action.
Aha, doing. Thank you very much. So when we look at verbs, we normally say that they are doing words. Okay? They do something. And therefore, when we are describing or defining what a verb is, we normally say it is a word. We normally say verbs are words that perform an action. Is that very clear?
Yes,
So
teacher.
the words that perform an action are called verbs. I hope that one you get very well. They perform an action. For example, you slap, that's an action. You are performing an action. When you kick a ball, that is an action. When you start dancing, it is an action. When you start jumping, it is an action. So these words perform an action. So that is what I wanted us to look at today. Now, these verbs here are categorized. We have verbs that perform, and then other ones. Who can give us another verb performing? And that one mute. Husna, we are not part of your. Husna, please. Can you mute? You people, we are not part of what happens in your home. Is that okay? Okay, so we go on. We are saying we have two types of verbs. We have the doing ones. Who can mention us the other one? Those types of verbs that we talk about. Who can help us get them? We are looking at types of verbs. Yes, please. Najinda.
Helping verbs. Sorry, auxiliary verbs.
So we have those verbs, the verbs that perform an action, and then we have the helping verbs. Thank you very much. And our major aim today is to look at the helping verbs. Who can give us yet another name for the helping verbs? Helping. Najida still?
Auxiliary verbs.
Thank you very much. We have what we call auxiliary verbs. Who can spell for us that word, auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary. I see Joeria.
Irregular verbs.
No. I'm looking at the spelling of the word auxiliary.
Let me try. I'm not sure of it.
Somebody is trying here. Just listen, okay?
Sorry. U X I L I A R Y.
So we have AUXI. Is that it so? Double L.
Yes, teacher.
And then we have them like
yes.
that. That's what we mean by auxiliary. So auxiliary simply means helping. Is that very clear? Can you give me an example or examples of auxiliary verbs? Examples of auxiliary verbs? Can you give me one? An example, yes. Just one. Sure. Let me look at Patricia. Patricia, I'm listening.
Sorry, teacher, I had forgotten to lower my hand.
Okay, now when Marilyn, can you give us one?
I think will
And an auxiliary verb.
or could.
Could. So we have examples. These examples of auxiliary verbs are: number one, we have can. Number two, now can you help me? We have could. Another one, yes.
Will. Will. Would.
Where?
Will.
We have will. And we have this one here. This one is what I want first. Can, will, what else is remaining?
May. Shall.
We have shall, thank you.
May.
We have possibly may, would. The next one?
Must.
Must, thank you very much. You have must.
Isn't that might?
Ought.
We have ought.
Ought.
These are enough. Thank you very much. Now, these ones here are the present tense. Is that very clear? If you look at
Yes,
this,
teacher.
therefore, when we got, what's the past tense of can?
Could.
Could. Thank you very much. What's the past tense of will?
Would.
Would.
What's the past tense of shall?
Should.
Should.
Thank you. We have should. What's the past tense of may?
Might.
Must.
Might.
We
Might.
have might.
Might.
And then this one remains must.
Must.
What about ought?
I think it remains.
It remains old.
It's the same.
It remains ought, okay?
Yes.
Very much.
Ought.
Now we are constructing sentences using ought. Who can give us that sentence? Who can give us the sentence using ought? Marilyn?
We ought to listen to our teachers.
We ought to listen to our teachers.
We ought to listen to our teachers. Thank you. Another one? This is Aliyah.
We ought to brush our teeth.
You ought to brush your teeth. Lastly, we have Joelia.
I ought to go for swimming.
Good. Now, that is what we are looking at this morning. Now, this morning, we want to look at what we call modal verbs. Modal verbs. That's what I intend to look at generally. Modal verbs. Modal verbs. Now, we want to explain what model here means. Just a moment and I get some pieces of chalk.
Teacher, is a model with E.
It's a.
It's A.
No, it has a.
Okay.
Okay, now we are looking at modal verbs. Somebody to define for us what we mean by modal. Modal, just the word modal. Somebody to help us define the word model. Yes, Maria.
This the
Come again.
Verbs. I can only give like examples. And the modal verbs are can, could, may, might, must, ought to, like such. Modal verbs have only one form. They
So
have
what
no
do they-
ing or ed forms and do not add s to the third person.
What do
Like,
they do?
let me give an example.
Hmm.
Modal verbs are followed by the infinitive of another verb without to.
Okay.
The
That is
exceptions are
very-
ought to, happens to.
That is very beautiful of you. Can I have also this lady called who? Wow. I'm wondering because they are the same one. What about others? I have 53 students. They are not putting up hands. Okay, Marilyn.
Examples of modal verbs: may, might, sometimes even need not, according to what I learned in primary. And
That is in the primary.
I went, yeah, when I searched in the dictionary for
Mm.
model,
Mhm.
it has like a copy of something, usually smaller than the original object, a particular design or type of product.
No. Got something
As-
else?
Yeah, a simple description of system used for
No.
explaining how something works.
No. Got something else?
Something such as a system that can be copied by other people.
No.
Example of something.
Doesn't define verbs. Another one.
Let me look.
Now, can you go to some noun? The noun model. You are looking at. You are looking at adjective model. Now you go to model as a noun in that
Okay.
dictionary.
A verb such as can, may, or will that will be used with another verb to express possibility, permission, intention, etc.
Thank you very much. You are very fast. Can you go slow? And now we get what we want.
Okay.
You are very fast.
Sorry. A verb such as can, may,
Such as
or
can.
will.
I said go slow. Some people are writing. Is that okay?
Okay.
A verb such as can,
Can, may, or will.
Go at my pace. May,
or will.
Or will.
That
is
used
with
another
verb,
to express possibility.
Those are the things that I want to express possibility,
Permission,
good,
intention,
or intention, not so?
etc.
Good. There are very many. That is what exactly we are looking at. Is that very clear? Now, I want you to go to that very dictionary and look for the word modality. Look for the word modality.
Found it.
You have found it. What does the word modality mean?
It has 3 meanings. So
Good.
I'll read all. The
Read
particular
all.
the particular way in which something exists.
Now we leave that one out. Another one.
The idea expressed by models. The one we just
by
read.
models.
Senses, that the kind of senses that the body uses to experience things. That's all.
That is
They're
all.
not-
Now we are adding on mind. If you are writing modality, what does modality mean? In terms of a verb, It simply means inflection. It means inflection. Inflection is here. Inflection. Are we there? Expressing how. Expressing how. I hope you are seeing on the blackboard. Expressing how. Are we there? Expressing.
Yes, teacher.
The action or state. The action or state. The action or state. You are looking at the action or the state is conceived by the speaker. Is conceived by the speaker. Is conceived by the speaker. So we want to define what we call modal verb. Now, after looking at that, we want to see what modal verb is. I don't think now we need this. So we are saying a modal verb. We can explain a modal verb is. A modal verb is an auxiliary verb. An auxiliary verb is an auxiliary verb is an auxiliary verb and in brackets we can say such as can, such as can, or will, such as can, or will. Hope we are there, such as can or will. That is in brackets. That is used to express modality. Express modality. So that's what we call a modal verb. To express permission, to express possibility. Those are the things that we are looking at. That is what we call modal verb. They express what we call modality. They are used to express modality. So we are going to give, we are jumping on, because I know modal verbs are very, we can look at them in terms of different things. But what I am trying to look at is, when we talk about perfect, in your tenses, what do we refer to when we say perfect? You have heard about perfect tense. You have heard about participle and so forth. What do we refer to? Who can give us a word in perfect form? One word. Yes, in perfect form. Moved. Good. I'm looking at who.
Please check the chat room.
Could I please do what?
Check the chat room.
There are some people. Let me see from Regina, what and so forth. It is erased.
Teacher, people are
Sarah,
asking if you could please
I
repeat the
can see.
definition of modality.
You mean there are people who had not written? Drunk, thank you.
Yes,
Now we
teacher,
go
there are
to the
many
words we are
people.
going to use. We had the words here. What is the perfect form of the word can? Perfect form of the word can, yes? We have could. So perfect form of the word can is could. Perfect form of the word will is would. Thank you. So now we are looking at perfect models. Perfect models. You know, I'm very happy. Whatever I'm talking about, you know, that's why I'm just jumping. We have
Yes,
perfect,
teacher.
we have perfect what? Models. And we are giving an example of a sentence. An example of a sentence. I want you to write. The sentence is, we ought to solve. We ought to solve. I hope you can read on the blackboard, can you?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
We ought to solve
We
the
ought-
problem of pollution in our country. Full stop. We ought to solve the problem of pollution in our country. Okay. Then that is number one. Number two. Number two says, we ought to have solved the problem. We ought to have solved the problem of pollution in our country. Full stop. So we are looking at the two sentences. We ought to solve. In which tense is that sentence?
Present tense.
Present tense.
It is in the present tense, okay? We ought to solve. Present.
No.
What about
No.
sentence 2?
Past tense.
It is in the past tense. So which aspect of past tense is this one here? We ought to have solved.
Perfect.
Very good. We have the perfect form of it. So now we are looking at these perfect models. Perfect models can be used in present tense, and they can be used in perfect what? As perfect models. Is that very clear? So when we
Yes,
looked
teacher.
at, these verbs, and we say the verbs are doing what? It's a word that performs an action. Then we went to auxiliary verbs and we said these are helping verbs. They help the major verbs, the doing verbs. For example, in this sentence, to solve is the major what? Verb. You get it? Now, the one helping it, bringing the suggestion is ought.
Oh,
That's the suggestion. Now, when we come here, we have still solved. Now, we have two of the auxiliary verbs. We have this one, have.
oh,
And
have
we
and
have
oh.
ought.
Oh,
Is that very clear? So all
Yes.
these ones here are saying that if we say we ought to have solved, that means the problem is still pending. We did not solve the problem.
solve it.
Thank you very much. So this one brings a suggestion. Is that okay? If you look at
Yes, teacher.
2, that is an example. So this one is a complaint already. When you look at the sentence, it is bringing what? A complaint. The suggestion is in the first one. This one is complaining. The problem is there. It has not been solved. Is that very clear?
Yes, teacher.
Then we have these other ones also. This one was 1. This is the 2. Let's go to another example. 3. Example 3. Example 3 says, we shouldn't ban. Number 3. 3 says, we shouldn't ban. Please, students, don't say shouldn't. That is very poor English. We shouldn't ban. We shouldn't ban polythene bags. Polythene. We shouldn't ban polythene bags. Full stop. It pollutes the air. It pollutes the air. That is number 4. Number 4 says we shouldn't have bags. Shouldn't have bags, polythene bags. Polythene bags. Full stop. We shouldn't have banned polythene bags. And this one is not a full stop. It's a semicolon like this, and this one is small I. This is also semicolon. 8. This one we shall not say it. We shall say comma. Now, our people are suffering from. Now, our people are suffering from lung diseases. Lung diseases. So we are there. I hope you can see very well on our blackboard.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So if we look at this one here, the two sentences again, number 3 and number 4. Who can give us which one is a piece of advice? Of the two, which one is a piece of advice?
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Thank you very much. Why is number 4 not a piece of advice?
Number 4 is not a piece
Because
of
it
advice
already
because it
happened.
has taken place. It has already
Yes,
taken
thank you,
place.
because it has already
It's already
happened.
great.
It has already happened. So you can now see modal verbs. What do they do? In the first one, when we were using ought, we were looking at suggestion. So ought can be used to suggest. Is that very clear? Now we
Yes.
are looking at shouldn't or should. Should, in most cases, is used to give advice. Is that very clear? When we are
Yes,
advising people, we use should. So that is it. Now in this one, the activity has already taken place.
Place.
So it is useless to give the advice. Now we are going to number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5, we are saying we could stop air pollution. We could stop pollution. I am the one in the class. We could, if we planted more trees, if planted more trees to stop. Then we got number 6. We could have stopped. We could have stopped. We could have stopped some of the air pollution. Some of the air pollution. We have stopped some of the air pollution. Who is talking in my class? We could have stopped some of the air pollution, comma, but we didn't. But we didn't. Somebody is saying, hey, what's the problem? But we didn't think of planting more trees. Think of planting more trees. Okay.
Teacher, before you move ahead, I want to ask.
Yes.
Can we say we could have planned in case like for number 5, they told us to put the sentence into perfect models, past tense. Could we say we could have stopped air pollution had we planted more trees?
We could have stopped more pollution.
Had we planted more trees?
Yes, it could be a good sentence. Is that very clear?
Yes.
But now here, the idea is we are bringing a suggestion. Is that very clear?
Okay.
Perfect.
We are bringing a suggestion. We are looking at modal verbs in terms of number 1, advice, and number 2, suggestion. Number 3, permission.
Okay.
We have not yet got now permission here. That's why these sentences are like this. Is that very clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So we move on. We move on. Can you stop those ones who are talking? Come on. Can you mute?
A-class, please mute.
A-class, Nantume, can you mute yourself?
Now, when you start talking, I will also stop, okay? And we start our discussion this side. I have one student here, so I will be teaching this one if you don't mute. All right. So we have those ones there. We could stop air pollution if we planted. We could stop. Of course, if you want to put it in a past participle or perfect, we could have stopped. We could have stopped, but we didn't think of planting trees. So the thing happened, we are regretting. Is that okay? So we have used now ought, we have used should, we have used could. Now there is one we have not used yet. Is that very clear? Which one is that? Okay, we have used the could, should,
Will.
we have used ought. Which one haven't we used now?
Will.
So we have not used the would. Thank you.
Will
Can
and
you now
would.
write? Can you now write? That one is going to be number 7. It would be a good idea. It would be a good idea. Right? It would be a good idea. It would be a good idea not to pollute our lake. Not to pollute our lake. It would be a good idea not to pollute our lake. Then number 8. Number 8. It would have been a good idea. It would have been a good idea not to pollute our lake. So there we are. There we are. So number 1, have we polluted yet?
No,
Not yet.
What about number 8?
We have
We
already
polluted. We have already polluted, and we are regretting.
That's why we are using would have. Is that okay?
Yes.
Teacher.
Now we have an activity here.
Okay.
We have an activity for you. Complete the sentences. Complete the sentences. Complete the sentences. With. Complete the sentences with a suitable model. Complete the sentences with a suitable model. Complete the sentences with a suitable model together with the correct form of the verb. Together with the correct form of the verb. Together with the correct form of complete the sentences with a suitable model together with the correct form of the verb in brackets. in the brackets. Number 1. Have number 1. That was the wrong way to do it. That was the wrong way to do it. Full stop. You dot it like this. It like this. And the word is do. Number 2. Number 2. There were several. There were several possibilities. There were several possibilities. Colon. Then we. This should be capital W. We dot. A similar one. A similar one. Comma, for example. For example, these are 2 words. Don't write as 1 word. For example, a similar one, full stop, and in brackets we have by. Number 3. I don't know what you will decide. I don't know what you will decide. I don't know what you will decide, comma, but in your position, I I to the meeting. To the meeting. In brackets, not go. Not go. Close. And I mark yours. Do you have a red pen, boss? This boy, but if you don't have, I can mark it. Just right, okay? But
Teacher, could you please repeat number 3?
Number 3, it's on the blackboard. Can you read it? I've gone away.
non-12, but in your position, I or what is it L?
That is the I. This one is I. This is I. So what do we do? Kuba nsindikira buli muntu. Bit possible. Kitegeeza mbu abana basomera
I think it's in a different account.
Have you finished?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Not yet.
Hey, what are you waiting for?
We're about to finish.
We're already done.
I'm already done.
My son.
Teacher, you can do number 4, please.
No, we want to.
Teacher,
Fast.
excuse me, teacher.
Mm.
Teacher, first repeat for me the question for the following numbers. Like complete the sentences with a possible what?
Complete the sentences with the suitable, not the suitable.
Yes, da.
That one there. Model.
Master, with the suitable model.
Okay, model verb. In the other words, model verb. Together with their correct.
What?
The model together with the correct form of the verb. In brackets.
Thank you, teacher.
Yeah.
Here you have this. Okay. This is the model.
Excuse me, teacher.
Here you have wrote in this one. It's not back of us. It is not here. The one is back. And the model is not here. Is that okay? We don't know what somebody said, excuse me. I'm now listening. I said I have a student here. I'm also, as I attend to you, I attend to the student here. There is one who studies from here. Okay. Najina, what are you saying?
Teacher, I just wanted to answer to the question.
Number one.
To answer the question.
Number
one, that was the wrong way to do it. you dash it like this. It meaning the person has already done it, so it's like in a form of regret. So the answer is you would have done it like this.
Sure.
Okay, that's
Sure.
what I.
That was the wrong way to do it.
Sorry, you could not would.
Okay, whatever, you could do it like this.
You could do it like this. Sorry.
You could do it like this, okay?
Yes.
Then we go to another one. Number 2, another person. Number 2, another person. Not the same person. I need another person. Come on. You have marked yours. Yes. I'm waiting. Elisha? There were several possibilities.
There were several possibilities. We could have bought a similar one. For example,
they were. Why do you have, could have, could have, could have? Don't you think if we said we could buy a similar one, for example, don't you think it would also be good?
Yes, teacher.
Then the last one, number 3.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, please.
What was that? What did you say for number 2?
You could use we would buy, we could buy.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Number 3. Yes, I see a hand up. Talk. That one with the hand up, only one. This is Mirembe, please.
I do not know what you will decide, but in your position, I would not go to the meeting.
Okay, so we go back to the first one, the very first one. The very first one. Somebody explained very well. I thought you people would say, no, but now this one's like this. But when I gave you the answers, you all kept quiet. You think I'm the only wise person. No, you are all wise. Don't you think so? The first one is, it has already taken place. Is that very clear?
Yes.
It has already taken what? Place.
Place.
Therefore, we are supposed to use have in that sentence.
I was even confused. How come it would? I was even almost asking the question.
You could have asked it.
Because you had already said it would. You would do, so I thought it was the right answer.
You will know what in English language we have to accommodate. And number 2, in our new curriculum, you have to reason. Is that very clear?
Yes.
You don't only keep quiet and then the teacher gives you this and that. I was very happy when you said that was the wrong way to do it, meaning it was already done. Is that very clear?
Yes, teacher.
Therefore, number 1, if you have ticked you would or you could, then you are wrong. You must have. You could have done it like this. Is that okay?
Teacher, I want to ask.
If in number 2.
Is a number 1 also giving a suggestion? Like that was the wrong way to do it. You have
like done it. Yeah, he's suggesting the right way to do it.
So should also work in the sentence.
Should is okay.
Okay.
By the way, it can be a suggestion, it can be a piece of advice, okay?
Yes, teacher.
At times, suggestions are pieces of advice. I have Elisha. Elisha, I want to.
Teacher, I just have a question.
You ask it.
On number 3, can you also use will not go? Will
But
not go to
we
the
already
meeting.
have will. Go read through the sentence yourself. Read it.
Okay, teacher.
You read it. I would like to hear you read.
I don't know what you will decide, but in your position, I will not go to the meeting.
No, that will be repetition.
I will.
Is that very clear? So we have
yes, teacher.
Would. I don't know what you will decide, but in your position, this one is just saying, if I were the one, is that very clear? I wouldn't go.
Yes, teacher.
If I were the one, I wouldn't go. So that's why we are saying, but in your position, I would not go to the meeting. That means this person has not yet gone there. They could have invited the person, but the meeting could be a bad meeting for this person. So this one is advising the other one not to go. Agatha.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, I see
Teacher.
the hand up.
I'm asking. Yes, teacher,
Yes.
I'm asking. Because I see that almost all modal verbs match. So can you like use all modal verbs on one question, on one sentence? Like, can they match?
They do. It depends.
Like,
Now it is
instead of
up to you.
they do match.
But there are some modal verbs when used.
Yes.
In past tense, they change it to another. Is that very clear?
Okay.
We shall see when we are
Yes,
going,
teacher.
when we are continuing. Somebody else, Winnie?
Okay.
I was going to tell her that I don't think that you can all use them in one sentence. It depends on the type of sentence and how it has been put.
Very beautiful. Thank you very much. Very good answer. Now there is one who is still asking Shifra.
Excuse me, teacher. I thought on number 3, the person was giving a suggestion. And when a person is giving a suggestion, I thought we can use should.
He's advising. That's okay. He's suggesting that we can. I should know. Okay, let us now go to these words here. We have shall and we have will. I would like you to do some research. When do we use shall and when do we use will? That's the first one. Number 2, if it is in the past, okay, let's say this. Shall normally goes hand in hand with I and we. Is that very clear?
Yes, teacher.
Will take other pronouns like you, he, what, and so forth. But now, if we are looking at this in terms of past tense, in terms of pieces of advice, in permission, and so forth, this one does not now hold. Is that okay? It only holds when we are talking in terms of the present future tense. Now, when we change to the past tense, in most cases, this shall here changes to would. As you will see when we continue with this work. Now the next exercise, activity. So we change that first one. Complete the following sentences. Complete the following sentences. Complete the following sentences. Complete the following sentences. By choosing the appropriate form by choosing the appropriate form of the words. Gloria, what are you saying?
Sorry, teacher, I left my hand on.
Complete the following sentences by choosing the appropriate form of the words. Appropriate form of the words in the brackets. By choosing the appropriate form of the words given in brackets. Number one. Number one. Number one says, after being diagonized, after being diagonized, that's the spelling, after being diagonized with the cancer, comma, after being diagnosed with cancer, comma, she realized that her life, after being diagnosed with cancer, after being diagnosed with cancer, comma, she realized that her life, in the brackets, would never, close brackets, would never be the same. Be the same. Full stop. Would never be the same. Full stop. Number two. Yeah. Are you saying something? Your network is poor, sorry. Number two, we are using should in the brackets. We should not, close brackets, should not boil the water we drink. Boil the water we drink. Stop. Number three. Number three, although we tried very hard, although we tried very hard, although we tried very hard on the battery. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
teacher.
Yes, teacher.
My battery is my battery.
Master battery is low.
My data
is your battery low?
Teacher is not in the lesson.
Is off.
Yeah.
And Shirat is now the host. And Shirat is now the host.
How is that possible?
I also don't know. She just left and she just also
Excuse me.
Okay. Yes, please. Oh, there was some. I wanted to answer that person. There was someone who said that why don't we use should on number three? The reason is because we have will in the sentence. So in order for you to put
so
your
it
place
would
in that
not
person's
match.
shoes,
Thank
it would not match. Welcome.
Like, look at the question. It would have been I should not. If you're putting yourself in
Okay.
that person.
Did anyone? I stopped on although we tried very hard, comma. That's why I stopped.
Yeah, isn't
Okay, sorry.
Fine. Hi, Janelle. Teacher has left the lesson. His battery is very low.
Battery is
I'm
very
not-
low.
Yeah, very low. They should send the work on the e-learning platform. Let's tell teacher to send the work.
Marilyn.
Yes?
What was the last
What?
What was the last sentence?
Although we tried very hard, comma,
That's why teacher stopped.
Just send out on WhatsApp.
No, we tried very hard.
Not everybody's WhatsApp.
You're so playful. Guys, stop being playful. Stop being playful.
Shirat.
Why are you being so stubborn?
Yes.
Shirat, go through the work since you're the host right now.
You guys, is the lesson over or what still continuing?
Ends at 10:30.
Janelle, you
Who
almost
is sure?
my spoon.
Yes.
The way they leave me alone.
Janelle, you're going to kill my ears.
Someone send number 2.
My spoon.
Yes.
Baby's crying. I do what?
You like go through the work, or maybe share your screen, anything.
Which one?
This work we have been going through. For example, number.
I'll make sure I bust those eardrums of yours.
Was number 3 in the home learning study book.
You just
No react. Number 2 is
why you heartless?
We in brackets should or should not boil the water we drink.
Mama, thank you, my son.
You're welcome.
My son, repeat.
We in brackets should or should not.
People, we have a seminar today.
Boil the water.
Yes, we do. And in case they ask us what we should change in the e-learning platform, I think we should use a device which does not, have any problems whereby the teacher goes off. They should, like, how can I say?
I asked Mr. Kalema to change my password. I asked Mr. Kalema to correct my password, but up to now it has never been corrected, so I can't access the e-learning platform.
Bambi, sorry.
And it was last time, the first Zoom.
My password had a
I asked him again, maybe inbox him.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
I'll
you
keep
should check.
inboxing.
You should tell Mr. Namdala.
You should call.
Yeah.
No.
Try inboxing.
Teacher doesn't like being called.
No, you can call. Yeah, he called and he corrected mine.
Why did
I called and he corrected mine.
It just happened. I don't know how. Is the lesson over?
I don't know.
It should be.
I think it's over because the time is up.
37.
That kind of talk only
minutes
looks nice.
Okay. Who is Najda, my son?
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Janelle, you shout a lot.
I end the meeting.
Wait.
Is KMSS.
KMSS.
Someone wrote in the chat room, guys, I have joined today from KMSS.
What's KMSS?
I also don't know.
KMSS, let me see. KMSS. Oh yeah, it's I think it's Kawempe Muslim Secondary School. Yeah, Kampewe. Okay, never.
How about
I end the meeting. Chiwoli does not have a Muslim in it, like the word Muslim in it. I end.
You guys
bye, guys. Yes.
Wait.
You
I know it was
can
Kawempe.
You can end the lesson.
Kawempe.
Teacher has not come back,
You
and maybe
guys
they'll
better.
work on the e-learning platform. Yeah. And
let's just end the meeting.
Or maybe in the
Bye.
WhatsApp group.
Guys,
yeah.
We shall.
Bye.
There's a WhatsApp group, so we shall be talking.
Yeah.
You mean the S1 and GS something?
Yeah,
that one.
The S1 and GS, that thing. I'm pretty sure Mr. Namdala did everybody who paid.
It's not that everybody's in that group. It's only a few people who are in the group. People.
You be persistent.
You're
and
not in the group. How did you get the link?
Mr. Byman said.
Oh. Bye.
You people, let's leave this meeting.
First, wait.
Bye.
No, don't leave the meeting. Don't.
Yeah.
Why?
Wait.
God.
You know data
It won't look good.
wasted.
It will.
Yes.
Like it will look weird. Like teacher may say that you're
That's not a
disrespecting
problem,
him
guys.
or her.
Yeah, he
But
may
then
come
the
back.
time is over.
But the time is
No,
done.
what
We're
if it
supposed to be
comes
having
back
a
when?
break because we have the
No,
next
what if it
lesson
comes back
in
like
a few
But
minutes.
wait, look.
11:30.
That you look.
We have our next
Now, what
lesson
if
in a
it
few
comes back
minutes.
then when you're
There
old?
are only 14
But
in
he
the
would have
lesson.
What's the next
would have
lesson?
communicated.
Then what's the next lesson?
Let me
What's
check.
the next lesson?
Wait, let me check. Let me first check. Literature.
Yeah? Really? It's literature?
No,
Isn't
it's
it
bios.
biology? Ah,
It's bios.
yeah, it's
it's
biology.
biology, not literature.
Yes,
And it
it's
starts
over.
at
The lesson is
11:30
over,
and
you
it's
guys. You're
10:41.
wasting data.
Yes, we are wasting that and we have a
Yes,
next
the lesson is
lesson.
supposed to be over by. Yes, we have a next lesson, and now
you know,
to
Plus
rest.
the data we would be saving
what
for the
time is it
seminar,
going to
we are
start?
wasting it here.
Okay, at what time is it going to
Exactly.
start?
No,
At
guys,
11:30.
At 11:30. They
If
told
you
us
want-
that they changed the
Oh,
timetable.
so we
11:30 to
So what
1. Yeah, 11:30 to
lessons
1.
like end at up to 1, yeah? Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Nice breakfast.
Bye.
Yeah.
No, guys. Okay, bye.
Nice breakfast. Bye.